I think I remember my old art being pretty good. Let's take a look here. Oh my god. My old art, some of it was pretty bad. Some of it wasn't actually too bad. I thought it would be interesting if we looked at that today. Are you prepared to see the first drawing of my Sona I ever did? No. No, you're not prepared. Nothing in the world could prepare you for this. 3, 2... You know what? I can't. I was trying to not poodle, but I can't do it. I have to use my hands. I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1... It's not the worst thing in the world. It was a style, though, I'm not a huge fan of. I did it all in Flash. The line stabilization is not very good, so it was a very difficult process. But what I ended up doing at the time, giving it another go, because I thought I could do a better job, and my second try was a lot better. This! I still like this one. The shadows, the shading, I'm pretty proud of. I think it has a look cool. That doesn't make any sense. Not bad. What is bad? This. What the heck is that dragon? I think I was trying to draw a dragon. You know, it kind of looks like, I'm not sure if I should. Might be a little uncalled for, but honestly, I think it looks a little bit like an axolotl. Here's something to bring up. This is a screenshot of me trying to essentially reanimate VivziePop's Die Young animation. What I was going to do is just copy it all, republish it as my own original work. I'm kidding. Hey, did I get you? Okay. No, seriously, at the time, I had this idea of what's the most difficult part of drawing for me. Trying to figure out how to translate what's in my head onto paper. So if I was able to take somebody else's picture or drawing and replicate it with my own hand by just like looking at it, you know, I thought I could develop art skill in doing that. Let me be clear, I'm not saying that you look at somebody else's drawing and you copy it and then you say this is mine. That's art stealing, and that is not good. What I mean is just reference pictures and trying to draw somebody else's character and stuff. Sometimes you can get a lot of skill from that, I think. And once again, don't do that and claim it as your own. That's very bad. That's unethical and not cool. If you were to attempt to paint the Mona Lisa just by seeing it and then putting it on your canvas would probably be very helpful to your art skills. This has been a lesson in the ethics of derivation. Remember, the chapter test is Wednesday, so do prepare for that. Up next, for a while I was doing this thing where I'd take reference images, try to just redraw characters and stuff. And apparently this one for Nick, I tweeted it at Rich Moore and he responded. This is a frame from my first animation I ever actually did. This one didn't use a lot of reference images at all, and I did it all on note paper and just flip through them and draw. And animating on paper is really fun, I gotta say. It didn't turn out fantastic, but at the time one of my favorite furry artists that I followed, Tiny Deer Guy, Matty Matt, I drew his character and tweeted it at him. I mean, it's not a bad drawing. Everybody's their own worst critic, and I think I could have probably done a little bit better. Seriously, for the amount of art skill I have, not too shabby. I don't know when that was. That was a while ago. This is a drawing I did of Nick. I used one of the Zootopia press images as reference. Redraw the picture of him as accurately as I possibly could. Again, it was a lot of reference pictures and I was replicating the pose he was doing, so it wasn't like I was drawing it from memory or anything like that. I mean, the coloring is very nice, I will say. I had this phase where I was really fantastic at drawing birds. I started doing this thing where every day, and I think it lasted half a year, I would draw a picture, scan it, and upload it to Tumblr. I developed a lot of art skills in that process. Just that practice helps so much. What I would do for these bird images is I'd just go on Wikipedia and find some sort of Creative Commons picture of a bird and just try to draw it. And they always turned out pretty good. I'm gonna change the light to something. Let's try orange. No. Green. Sure, everybody recognizes this guy. Kevin, geez, from Up. I mean, everybody loves Kevin. This is a good picture. Pat on the back, old Avery, pat on the back. We're kind of getting into the more modern pictures. This is a character from that amazing webcomic, Lackadaisy. It's a creepy little picture. I mean, so I don't remember when this was. 2016. Wow. I decided to give my Sona another drawing, and I did it all in, looks like Photoshop. This is the final thing I came out with, which is actually, you know, looking back on it, I remember it being pretty bad. I think this is pretty good. Like, I could use that as a profile picture. This is a drawing I did of the goat character the YouTube animator Scotch made. It was a sketch, and I think this was mostly from memory. Gucci goat is something very close to my heart. The banana goat. I'll have to talk about that another time, but oh, here's a fun one. This is this bunny boy, and I made this one up completely. And this was like one of the only times where I've drawn something and, you know, it comes out of my brain onto paper, and being able to look at it and be like, that's not bad. Oh, Zoidberg. Whoop, 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 whoop. And it came out pretty good, actually. Jeez, this is a callback. A character from some Studio Ghibli movie. I don't think I've seen the movie in forever, but it's just such a iconic little character, and I drew it, and I was really happy with it. I think if anybody has a really dark furred cat, they can relate to this, because one of my family's cats, if you take a picture of it, all you see are just these tiny little eyeballs in this darkness. Reminds me a lot of my soul. This is a picture I made. I made it for my friend Mako at the time. I used to talk with them on Hangouts a bunch. It's a lot better than I could do now, probably, honestly. This is a drawing that was in one of my notebooks, and I took a picture of it because I was proud of it. I think I have around here a drawing from a notebook here, which really isn't bad. The little notebook doodles, typically those turn out to be pretty good. Oh, I just poked my lens. No! Is it clean? Oh, this is fun. This is a picture I did senior year, not that long ago, in art class. One of the most iconic art things I've ever done is, of course, the Cheeto bird, where we were doing this project, and I said, I'm going to sketch out this thing I'm going to do. It's a Cheeto, only it's also a bird. The final thing is hung up in my bedroom back at home. So this has been a very interesting kind of look back. Oh my gosh, what is this? This is the little red guy. Some of it's pretty good, but I think the best stuff, often I use a lot of reference images, which, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Somebody takes a character and they're able to visualize it and translate it onto paper versus just, you know, doing the pose. My brain doesn't work like that. I'm sure you're all wondering, what do my skills look like now? If it's all about practice and stuff, surely, after all this time, my art looks really amazing. So I'm going to do an example piece here for you all, and I hope you really enjoy it. I think it's going to turn out really good, so let's give this a shot.
I laced it with blood.
I thought you were right-handed.
That's a good point. I am right-handed.
Then why are you using your left hand?
I'm using my right hand to operate you because you're a puppet.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
I think my magnum opus is complete. See? This is Chip Flake, and this is a drawing of Pudding Pop, or Budding Pop. Pudding Pop, this little guy. Boing, 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 boing.
Excuse me, my face is down here, buddy.
Boing, boing. I don't draw as much as I used to. As such, my art quality has gone down. But I promise, practice makes perfect in that respect. I think that's all for now. I got some fun videos coming up soon. I really hope you subscribe to see them if you found this video interesting. My Patreon supporters get to watch my videos early, and a lot of them get stickers in the mail. And this is this month's sticker. This is the image of an ideal body. This is what I look like without my sweatshirt on. Head over to my Patreon. It helps so much you wouldn't believe. I hope you like this.